Hello everybody and welcome to Ice Scrap Happy Video. I would like to share with you guys a completed mini album. As of late I've been doing a lot of cards and altered items, and I haven't made a mini album in a while, so I was glad to get back into the groove of mini albums and creating this girly mini. What I did was I used my AccuCut die to cut out the pages. It's a 6-page mini album, and each of the pages have a different edge. So the title of the mini album is The One and Only You, and that's by a die cut piece by My Mind's Eye. I bound it with my cinch and tied a bunch of ribbons and lace from my stash on the binding. I created a little charm with an Eiffel Tower, butterfly, a little dress, and leaf and key. So I thought that was cute. I added a bunch of the I Am Roses R40 flowers in pink and white, and I did put a little bit of paint, folk art, warm white acrylic paint on the pink ones just to make them a little bit more shabby chic. I added a Prima resin piece here. I added a bunch of the small I Am Roses rose buds, some of the cherry blossoms. I added a lot of flat back pearls to this mini album from my stash, and lace as well. And this little dress form over here is by Kaiser Craft, and it's one of the wooden flourishes. And the first page, I have a photo mat here, and this lovely daisy flower. It's the PS-00 flowers by I Am Roses. And in the center of that, I added a ribbon buckle. The rhinestone, the circle ones. I think I got that on eBay a while ago, and added a flat back pearl to the center of that. Added some lace from my stash, and on the photo mat and throughout the mini album I used this punch by Martha Stewart. Don't remember the name of it. I'll try to look it up and post it down below in the description box. And these are some Prima Say It in Pearls flourishes. So that's that. I created a little pocket from the paper line, which is, I forgot to mention, Die Cuts with a View French Country Stack. Love it, very girly, lots of pinks, very shabby chicy, and lots of glitter, and yeah, so it's a really pretty paper stack. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I added a My Mind's Eye die cut piece here. It says, "What a cute girly girl." I did use my sewing machine to stitch the pocket closed, and I added a little tag back here for journaling. Another one of those I Am Roses flowers, and inside of the pocket, oh, this lace here I forgot to mention is by Prima. Inside the pocket I used one of the Prima Say It in Pearls packaging to create a little booklet kind of a thing for adding small photos or just for journaling, and that just goes down in the pocket here. On the flip side of that, I used one of my Cherylin dies to cut out this doily. Added some flowers, flat back pearls, and some Prima lace, and flat back pearls from my stash. And if you check out the paper, it's glittery and shiny, glossy. You can see that right there. Very pretty. On this page, really simple, just added a photo mat with that Martha Stewart punch border going all around it. Added some flowers and flat back pearls, and that's that page. On the flip side of that, added another photo mat that I cut with one of my Nestability dies. Added some lace from my stash and flat back pearls. And over here, another one of those daisy flowers by I Am Roses. And here you'll notice I have another daisy, not a daisy, a doily that I cut with my Cherylin die as well. So that's that. Over here I have another little pocket, added some lace, flowers, and inside the pocket, really simple, just a little piece for journaling. Didn't really do anything fancy to that. You can always add journaling lines later or just add mats for photos. And that just goes inside of that pocket. And on the flip side of that, that's what I have there. On the next page, I love this lace. Again, this is from my stash. Added a photo mat, some more flowers, flat back pearls. And on the next page, I created a little pocket here using the paper and embellished it with flowers and flat back pearls again. And inside of that pocket, I have these tags. So I have this one here, this one, and this one for photos or for journaling. And over here, I cut out a really big doily this time and created a pocket with it, added some lace over that, and added some tags on the inside of that. So this I cut with a nestability die, and that just fits perfectly in there. And here's another tag. And again, that just fits back there. Over here, I really love the paper. It's like a glossy floral print. And I loved it so much that I didn't want to cover it up, so I left it pretty plain. Whoever is getting the mini album can just add a photo here and a photo mat at a later time, but I definitely love the paper and didn't want to cover it up. Added some more flowers here from I Am Roses. And over here I just tied a ribbon. Again, the paper was just too pretty to cover up, so I left it like that. And on the back side of that, I have another little pocket here, ribbon, flowers, pearls, and inside of that pocket I have these two tags. So there's this one and this one, and that just goes back there. And over here, last page, I have a huge photo mat and some more flowers and pearls. And that concludes my mini album. So again, it's a 6-page mini album cut from medium weight chipboard and covered with the die cuts with the View French Country stack and embellished with a bunch of I Am Roses products, flat back pearls, laces from my stash, and Prima goodies. So I really love the way this turned out. It's already available over on my blog at iscraphappy1.blogspot.com. Thank you guys so much for watching another iScrap Happy video. Bye!